Good morning. It is the 19th of August 2020. Got to make sure I look presentable to y'all. Anyway, so it's morning time. I'll tell you what time it is exactly and what's all in store for today. It's Wednesday. So, middle of the week. Head downwards to the end of the week trajectory. You guys know I got some stuff done this week. Not as much as I would have liked to, but you never do, right? You never ever do. So I'm going to take you with me to, excuse me, to deal with the horses. Oh, the cats need water. All right, let's just set you up here. Hopefully the big beasts. Hi, girls. How y'all are? How you all are? Yeah. I'll try not to be so shaky. I texted, I messaged, or not me messaged, but posted to Leon Supreme that I need his help in determining what type of gimbal I need to stop my videos from being so jerky and shaky. Hi, sweetie pie. How you doing? Again, this is Lucia. She's about, 17 years old, pregnant. Beautiful girl. And this is Oscar, pregnant number 2. She's a pretty little thing. It's Lucia's daughter. Come on, girl. Stalls will be nice and easy to clean. How about that? I gave them a little bit extra hay this time because they've been eating all their hay and it kind of bothers me. I don't know if they stay hungry or what. All right, let me get this set up so I can, hopefully the horses don't knock this over. Oh, you're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. Let me get the grain. So typically what I do is I get a 5-gallon bucket and fill it up with grain. Come here. Come here, girl. Stay away from the camera. Oscar, get away from the camera. So this is my mixture. This is my mixture of grain and sweet mix. I'm thinking it's barley, oats, and corn with the molasses. Make it nice and sweet. Come on, girls. You know what you got to do. You know the drill. Oh, you know the drill. Follow me, and we'll get her done. So typically what I do is I find their grain buckets. They're not really grain buckets, but they're grain trays. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. There you go. All right, let me dump this in there. Back off. Back off, babe. I got a little bit of that. It'll keep her busy for a little bit. All right. There's the other bucket. Tray. Pan. There you go. Gobble it up. Then typically what I do is I go into the woods and I kick over the little piles of manure just to break them up. I don't know if that's good or bad. And then what I'll do is I'll walk to the rain puddle here towards it. And I try to stay in the same spot each day. And I take my camera turn it on. And then I take a couple of three pictures. So one, can you see me? One of the puddle, click, and then over to the right a little bit, click, and then I step forward and check out the apple tree, which has really been shrinking. There, so typically 3 pictures and that's it. Put my glove back on. And many times the cats will kind of hang out with me. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, now I'll walk to the apple tree and just kind of look at the damage. So what happens is the apple tree, when 21 years ago when we moved here, easy for me to talk today. This tree was very, very small, and probably a third of this size. And really, a person that knows what he's doing about apples trees would have been pruning it every fall. Now you can see the green, shiny green leaves here, and there is dull. That's because it's leaning over and you're looking at the bottom of the leaves. The top of them are shiny and the bottoms are dull. Why? Because it's leaning sideways over, it's leaning over, and it's slowly dying. This humongous branch. It's really too bad because there are so many apples on this thing, but this is just the nature of these trees. Look at that, the devastation. The weight of the apples have actually pulled it down to the ground. Look at all these apples, guys. I mean, it's just an abundance of apples. Unbelievable. I'll try to get in the center of this tree so you can kind of see. I mean, look at these apples, guys. So the weight has just pulled this thing down, and then of course at the crotch area, weakest point, it cracks. You can see the trails of the horses in and out. Sad. Look at that thing. Try to get in a little bit. Oh, there's a predator in there. And the girl still walks into here, rub themselves against these wood branches. Right there you can see where it busted open, and you can see where rain will actually get in there and rot it. Look at that. Got another predator way up there. I don't know if you can see him. It's amazing how cats are so in their element in trees, and how they can balance themselves, be so sure of themselves. Look at that. They bob their head around to get the depth perception of each next branch that they want to jump onto. But you can see right here where the tree cracked, that branch cracked there and there. So 2 spots here and there. Yeah, they'll munch on this. You can see some of the evidence that they were here. Scat. And how they get out of there, I don't know. So they're in there. They must, I don't know, sneak underneath these branches. Probably get stuck on occasion. But yeah, this is a beautiful apple tree. Been here in our family for 21 years. Oy! I wonder if the horses are still in the paddock. So that's the condition of the tree. This fall I really am going to trim it up. They love to hang out in this woods here, this small cluster of trees. I know I've said this a million times, but hey, Gives them refuge from the hot blazing sun. And the manure here makes the, because we're on clay, so it softens the ground, almost like a carpeting of, after all the manure rots away, all you have left is the wood shavings in the manure. And that acts as a nice soft carpeting here. Like I said, we're in clay, which is like concrete. Aska. Cut me off, you little poop head. What's the matter with you? Check the water level. Water level. Boy, it looks like I'm gonna have to. No, they're okay for another couple days. So, we're in the paddock. Boy, Kathy gave me a ton of strawberries yesterday out of that little garden right there. Oh man, they are so delicious. They're smaller strawberries, but so tasty. So tasty. Unbelievably tasty. I can't wait till we start getting grapes. I'm guessing they're Concord grapes. And I'm not a wine drinker. I might be a whiner, but I'm not a wine drinker. So, if we make wine, we'll just give them away. Maybe I should learn to taste it. Learn to drink a little bit, you know, not much. Not a big drinker. So then what I'll do is I'll clean the stalls. Now, I've done this before, but I'll do one so as not to make you guys all bored. Keep you nice and high and dry. You get to see. I'll try to talk myself through it. That should be good. All you need is a shovel, aluminum shovel. And once again, Lucia's pretty good. Lucia's pretty good at urinating here and doing her number 2 here. I usually pull all the hay out of that area. And then scrape the urine. Out the hole. The poop. Out the hole. And then what I'll do is I'll take this dry boulder shaving. Cover the urine spot again. And I'm done. So next I'll get rid of the water. The spin doctors. I'll get rid of the water. I don't know if you can see me. Whatever's left of the water, I'll take that out and pitch it. Gone. So the bucket will dry, any bacteria will die off over the day. And then maybe once a month we'll actually clean the buckets with a scrub and bleach. This one here is Oscar's stall. She's a little bit more of a pig. She typically urinates in two spots. One over here, on this side, north side, and on the south side. She makes a mess of her stall. I like to think that she's getting better at choosing where to pee, but she's not there yet. A little bit of urine there, and a lot of urine here. Then again, like I did with Lucia's stall, I just put some shavings, pretty much to kill the scent, the smell of the urine. Becomes like a ammonia smell. Once again, empty the water bucket, and the next job is to put grain or hay in the stall. And you guys might as well come with me. Might as well come with me to do the hay. So now I just toss some hay down. First, always get rid of the bucket. Don't leave them laying around. It's easy enough to have a really unkempt barn. And so I like to keep it relatively clean. Okay, I'm grunting again. Clearing my throat. Now heading back up the stairs to the hay loft. I'm thinking we probably have enough hay to last all the rest of summer and winter. But Kathy wants to get one more load of hay from the auction. Yeah, you don't know what you're going to get, but it's not really that bad. We've had really good luck with auction hay. Yeah, right. You know, I'm putting you in a better spot. If I have you facing the light from the door, it's going to get really dark for you. So, aim you this way, I think. So, I usually have a bunch of hay, open busted bales, on top of this area right here. I take about this much hay, toss it into Lucia's stall, and similar amount into Oscar's stall. And as I've done before, I'll show you the hay goes from here to into here and down. See the hay down there. Also from here to Lucia's stall into this hole. Bingo bango. So I'm pretty much done for the day on the letting the horses out, feeding them grain, cleaning their stalls, and putting hay in there. Now there's one other thing I like to do, is because Oscar is just a little girl, I like to put sweet mix into her stall. She really likes sweet mix a lot. Lucia, not so much. So Kathy will usually just give Lucia just one small fistful of sweet mix. Not that much, maybe a little bit more. I have to go to Tractor Supply and buy some more. I usually get maybe 2 bags. And what I'll do is I'll toss the sweet mix into one corner of her stall. Good enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my, well, I'm not quite done. When we went in, I said that the cats were a little bit low on food. Always put your stuff away, guys. I mean, always. Never, ever, ever leave your tools laying around. It's an easy thing to do. Very easy. Now I go into the tack room. I'm going to shut all these lights off. No, we're not yet. I open this one all the way open so I get nice airflow into the tack room. They really kind of need water. So I'm going to go ahead, get their water tray, and throw it into Hopper's stall, because honestly, he'll just dry up. Scoop the water, shut the door, the lid, door. Dumber than a show trivia. Huh, what's that all about? And, I put cat food into here because it keeps it nice and fresh. A little bit more cat food in here. They'll have this ate up. By the end of the day. So I've been concentrating. I bought a new broom. I told you that before. This one right here, it's not too bad. And this is for sweeping off spiders and spider webs. Now what I did is, when I painted this barn, or this stall, or this tack room, I used a paint called semi-gloss. And it's really gloss, which makes it easy to wipe down. Now, yeah, you can wipe all the spider webs off, and as you do this, you'll also smash some bugs, and that's what you see, all the little spots on the walls there. I got to get something else so I can get into that corner there. I really can't get well in that corner. Oh, there's a spider taking off. Die, die, die. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to kill them, but I'm just pushing them down, and because they eat bugs, right? Yeah.